Hey, this is Planky here. Welcome to the quest series Do It All. Today I'm going to be doing Rest for the Restless. Just wanted to show you guys the new piece of gear that I had. Finally got it out. Candlelight rune arm. So I think it's going to work a little bit better than my other rune arm. So we'll see. It's showing that it deals the same charge tier damage, but I have lesser undead guard on it. False life 5. And the light 1 deals 1 to 2 points of light damage per hit, scales based off of melee range power, whatever's higher. So my range power is 2, which really isn't much, so I don't think I'm going to be doing much more than 2 points of damage, but who knows. So Rest for the Restless. This is the guild ship in House Farlin. It's House P. There's the marketplace. Here's the Stormreach teleporter. This is the necropolis. And the ship. Here's Bogwater Tavern. We gotta go to Bogwater Tavern. There's a couple quest givers in here, so I believe this one's Rest for the Restless. Yes, it is. So in this quest, you'll want to have a couple things. You need to have 2 people. You need to have, if you're soloing it, you need a hire. If you're doing it on Elite, I suppose, and don't mind the XP hit, you can recall at one point and do it without a hire and solo it and re-enter. I don't suggest that. Kind of defeats the purpose. Do the quest to get the XP for the most part. So here's the quest entrance. The other thing you're going to need is some sort of ranged spell that can attack high up. And I always suggest on all tunes, with the exception of a ranged tune, but even with a ranged tune, it might not be a bad idea to always have a returning throwable on you. For the simple fact of, let's say I didn't have the spell Conjure Bolts, or I ran out of spell points and the guy's slivered, he's a champion or whatever, and I have no more bolts, I ran out of bolts. Then I could equip the return throwable and at least, hopefully, kill the guy before he kills me, or it's too late, I can't do nothing. But besides a range tune, really, even on sorcerers and stuff like that, I carry throwables, because there's some times that you actually need a throwable to hit a lever on a ceiling or something like that. But I believe this is the first quest in the series that you actually need some sort of range. So, and on Reaper 1. For those of you that know me, I hate playing zoomed in, but with the short ceiling and all these cobwebs, I gotta kind of zoom in a little bit. So yeah, make sure you have, if you're soloing, make sure you got some sort of hire, whether it be your puppy dog with a druid or artificer or an actual hireling. And if you're not ranged or a spellcaster that has some sort of range spell, That hurts skeletons, that is, so you can't be a cold. You want to bring a returning throwable as well, or a bow and arrows, things, something like that, but I suggest having a returning throwable. Okay, so you have to go this way. You have to pull this lever. This opens a gate later on. There's that light damage, that last point from my rune arm. Not too bad. Alright. There we go. I was gonna say, I heard him. I like this rune arm a little better for the simple fact. The last rune arm, it went way out to the side, so in narrow hallways like this, I wasn't even hitting the guys far away. And it won't hit them. A little too far he is. And he's still a little too far. But at least I can hit the guys. Unlike, I'll show you the other rune arm here. So here's this one. This is my other one. Alright, bad example. Huh. Okay, so if you have a guy targeted, probably about right there where my crosshairs are, it will come out to the side and probably hit here or here, and it won't hit the guy. Alright. Guys spawn when you open this. Alright, and as soon as you kill him, the gate opens back up. So you don't have to go in here. You can skip this altogether. You could just go down this corridor if you wanted to. Collectible. Alright, let me see if I can show you here. See that? Doesn't even bother. So let's go with the kind of a little hard for me to see in this quest. Okay, so this part here, I'm going to park the hires right here and explain this a little bit. They have these two gates here. As you can see, the symbols on this gate, they look like ladders. Collectible. Symbol on the next gate right there looks like a backwards K. Okay, so there's 2 symbols on each door, so it's going to be 2 valves on each door that you have to pull. There's valves in a room to the north and a set to the west. The west has the ladders right here. The north has K. Or backwards K. So the traps are spike traps in the floor in this area. So the way I remember this, if you look on the map, which might make more sense a little bit later, and it's just the way my brain's wired and the way it works. So there's 3 valves in here, 1 to the south, 1 to the west, 1 to the north. There's 3 in here, west, north, east. The way I remember it is you want to do the south and north, and then you want to do the 2 touching, and then you want to do the 2 touching here, basically side by side, I should say. So you're going to want to do the south and north here. You're going to want to do the west and north here. So for the ladders, I'll show you. There's spikes. You're going to avoid them all together. So you can kind of see where they're at. You can time it. And this should open the first gate. And it stops the traps too. So look at that. First one's open. Alright. So now this one's going to be the west and north. So those 2 that we see right there. If I do the wrong valve, let's see what happens. Okay, so it lights that one up and that one. So let's see. Ooh, I'm going to get hit. Nope, avoided it. Nothing lights up on there. So, but K is lit, so when I go to pull it again, it's going to unlight. So it still won't be lit down here because I have the wrong valve pulled. See how that works. I don't want to back up any. Okay, so now that one's still lit because I pulled it once. So you want to be... It can get a little bit on the confusing side. Oh, you know what? I lied. Liar! Okay, well, anyways, I the west one and the north one in here, so they're both pulled. Trap goes off, everything lights. Everything lights, both of them light on the door, and it opens up. I was under the assumption one does one, one does the other. No, I was wrong. Okay, so the ladders. To the south, to the north, backwards K. To the west, to the north. Just pull them once, and you're in. Nice trip, puppy dog. You tripped him. Alright, collectible here. Alright, so this part is kind of the part where you need a higher or a second person. But before we do that, I'm going to just walk around, make sure we get all breakables, make sure we get all collectibles. Oh, got spun around. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so set of shrines here. Pretty much you can come back and use them. It's all up to you if you want to use them now or come back to use them, because this is where the party will split. So you will both have to fight mobs. So let me show you what I'm going to do. That valve opens this gate here. So I am going to put them on do nothing. And I'm going to go tell my puppy dog to come up here. I'm going to tell him to sit right here. I'm going to actually put my hire on attack. So I want my puppy dog to pull that valve. And yeah, I didn't tell him to stay, did I? Come here, hire. Stay in here and attack. Okay, so because I think my puppy dog has more of a chance of surviving through a hit, that's why I'm going to have him parked on the lever, or the valve. So I still have it targeted here. So what happens when you pull it, it locks you in the room where my hires are. There's a gate that comes up here and here. So you have to fight and kill everything, usually, and then pull the lever. If you're quick enough, you can pull it and pull it again, and you don't have to fight the guys. Each time you pull it, this gate goes up and down. These gates go up and down. So what I'm going to do here is have my dog pull it. I'm going to step in and have him pull it again. I'll show you. So click on it. Auto run on. Click on it again. And again. Come on, puppy. There. So now he's they're able to get out. I'm going to leave him parked right. You know what? I'm going to call him. I have faith in myself that I could do this part here. So when you come up here and pull this valve, mob spawn. Gate opens up. So essentially you guys can retreat and meet up together. You really don't have to kill many guys. So the person that comes this way doesn't really have to be tanky or anything. They just have to be able to pull the valve and run out. Alright, so not too bad. My cleric there was taking a little bit of damage. Sorry about that, I keep spinning right around. So the guys are still here, so you can come back and kill the guys. That's not a problem. Alright, so the gate comes up here, locks you down in and on that archway. Alright, shall we press on? This is where you need some sort of ranged or spell, just not a cold spell because they're skeletons, or a returning throwable, or ranged weapons. So you have to kill these guys. See, the gate will not open until you kill these guys. So if you come into the quest and you're melee and you don't have a returning throwable, then you're not going to complete the quest. So you see how I killed the last guy up above and it opened. Yeah, I'm going to redo shield. Never know when the Reaper's going to pop around. Or one of those casters, the skeleton casters, I forget what they're called, but that looks pretty fun. That looks like a lot of fun right there. Alright, so in here is the shrines. No breakables, no collectibles. Looks like there would be, but there is none. There is a collectible here, though. Alright, so let's go have some fun. So there is a arcane skeleton. Yeah. believe they do magic missiles. Pretty sure on that. Nice trip. Like it. Like it. Let's heal up. I'm gonna pass on the shrine. Just looking for collectibles, or excuse me, breakables. So, not too far up ahead is a trap that can be disabled, but I don't believe you get a trap bonus. It's one of my pet peeves. They set trap in a quest, you disable it, but you don't get a bonus. It's like, really? Then what's the point? So as you can see, that looks like a nasty, nasty trap. Which it can be. You can time it, though. If you come over here, wait for that one to go out, you could jump over the first one right here. So you can time them, and there's a little gap in between them. So it's 2 sets of the same exact trap. One comes out from left to right, up to down. The other one goes right to left, down to up. Critical success. So that is with a 30 disabled device. I rolled a 13. That's a critical success. So not bad. Collectible here. So now at this point in time you could go either way. It doesn't matter what path you choose. They both lead to the same. See, these guys are active, so I'm going to be going here. And that's Conquest. So we already got Conquest. That's the only bonus you get in here. So potentially we could just go ahead and finish it right now. There is no more collectibles. There's no more traps. There's... Excuse me, I lied. There is one more collectible, but you can get it after you finish. So, even though I was looking for breakables, I wanted to see if there was any. You can't get a bonus. So this part can get a little hairy right here. There could be some arcane skeletons. There could be, if you run too far forward right there, which I'll show you guys, there's a lot more guys in the next room. It's the end fight, basically. So, now we see on the map, I'm just going to run around the other way real quick, just to show you the other way. And on my buffs here, I got them all UI layout, on a UI layout. Or excuse me, on my keybind, key mapping. But sometimes I use them on my mouse, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I bring my mouse over, sometimes I use them on my buttons on my mouse. Sometimes I use them on my keyboard itself. I got options. So here we go. Just one around. Okay, the end fight's right up in here. Hey, nothing's here. Ah, cool, awesome. Nope. Let's make sure we have our weapon out there, Planky. Let's retreat, guys. Let's kill them off. There is more guys in there. I'll take it. Come on, hit me. I'll take it. I'll stand here like a champ. So now we have to destroy the sun. But if you don't, let's say you missed a couple spots, you didn't kill the guys where you needed your hype to pull the lever, this and that, you can still get conquest. We got it way down there, so. Okay, this part's pretty interesting. I thought this part's really cool in this quest. I always enjoyed it. You could just recall out, which a lot of people do, or you could jump across and come back here. Now by doing this, there's a tiny little perk that I like. It's a collectible. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're somewhere here. Right here. So there's an extra collectible back here. The only other thing that's back here is the rope. You can exit to the marketplace, or you could recall. So I kind of thought that was pretty cool. I like that they made this whole corridor back here that you can just run back to get away for one. If you run past all the guys and just kill the red name at the end or orange name at the end. If you don't want to get a kill bonus, or you've already acquired the kill bonus, you just kill the one guy and run back here. Get a collectible too, which is a nice added bonus, and then you can just click right here. Quest complete. So we got Conquest. That was the only bonus you can get. 5,630 XP. And that was Rest for the Restless. Let's get our end reward. Let's see, I got turned around a little bit. Okay. Go up here. After this one, I will be doing some more. I'll be doing a couple until it's close to the update 41. So I'll press on a little bit. If you liked it, please follow, subscribe, send me a comment. Tells are much appreciated too. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Or should I say, plank you very much. And this is another quest completed in the Do It All series. Alright, thank you. Later.